Take two. All right. We're back, nation. RudeBoyz Reactz, episodes 5 and 6. I'm Sherm.
I'm Tom.
And
as always,
we are doing a Reacts to the last 2 episodes of Loki. Take it easy. The Virgin Zone. The precious, precious Virgin Zone. The sacred Virgin Zone right here. Yeah, we had a little bit of a false start. So now I just kind of recollect our thoughts. So let's talk about episode 5. Let's talk about episode 6. We'll talk about the series. Episode 5, you got a big debut of all these different Loki variants.
Yes.
We saw them in episode 4, but now you get to see what's going on. You got classic Loki, got it right this time. Boastful Loki, kid Loki, alligator Loki.
Yes.
And also like President Loki too, which everybody thought was the main line Loki.
Yeah.
I guess we should say the one we've been following for these few episodes.
I honestly thought he was.
It's still Tom Hiddleston, but
I thought Loki pulled some Loki shit.
Yeah. Delicious Dunkin' Donut.
Unless we're getting a sponsorship.
Monetize us, baby.
Yeah. And then quickly demonetize us.
Yeah, they'll be like, oh no, what did we do?
Way.
It's okay, we just gave them some coffee. Who cares?
Yeah, it's fine.
But episode 5 had a lot of Easter eggs.
Yes.
Like
yes, it did.
We're talking about for the first time. Thanos copter.
Yes.
Living Tribunal statue.
Yellow jacket helmet.
Throg.
Frog.
I want to say Throki, but that's not right.
It's
Throg. Yes.
Why would it be Throki?
I don't know, because I think just Throki. Just saying it. Throg's a made up fucking word, all right? Don't yell at me.
All right, well, but Throg is not a made up character.
I mean, they're all fictional, so yeah, I guess
No,
they're all
not.
made up. They're all made up.
They're not fictional.
Oh boy, yeah. Well, that's a whole nother
that's a whole
nother issue going on right here. But episode 5 I really liked. Episode 5 had enough of like a side story thing because like they're at the end of all time or whatever you want to call it. The Void. I'm sorry, it has a name, and you deal with what's going on there with the different variants of Loki, the Eliath. The Void monster, you want to call it.
As soon as I heard them say Void, I was like, oh, are they going to be bringing Sentry into the MCU?
No. Well, I mean, they might. Because it wouldn't be through Loki, though.
Well, you never know. It could be through Mephisto.
Oh, God, again. It's all Mephisto.
Have to mention Mephisto.
But
Mephisto.
Okay, that's enough of that. There's probably a line of adult products like that. The Mephisto. Fist, the Infinity Gauntlet, Hulk Smash, the
Black Widow,
right? Hit us up, adult entertainment product people. We've got ideas.
I can't wait to see those fucking tweets.
Yeah, right. But episode 5 I thought was pretty good. Yeah, because again, you had like the cast expanded basically.
I saw something online, and it would have been fucking hysterical that like when Mobius comes to save Sylvie.
I know what you're going.
It's Lightning McQueen. I'm like, that would be pretty fucking funny.
That would be pretty funny, I guess. Because you'd have to think Owen Wilson's variants live in the Void also, but because of all the Lokis, and they said it like Loki survive. Yeah, like that's why you just see Lokis and not any other MCU other characters, you know what I'm saying? So,
but Lightning McQueen's not a.
No, you're right. Lightning McQueen is
MCU.
not. But again, like you don't see his character from Zoolander. You don't see his character from Wedding Crashers.
Right, because those aren't Disney owned.
Anyway, okay, we're not going to get into the legality of Cars. Okay.
There's no legality. It's Pixar Disney.
That's what I'm saying. We're not getting into it.
Okay. Well, I'm right. You're wrong.
God, it's every day with him. He's got to talk about the legality of Cars and the partnership between Disney Pixar. All right. Enough. Can we move on? This is the Virgin Zone. All right.
No turn on right. No,
we're not getting into this right now. This is RudeBoyz Reacts. We are clearly not reacting to Loki. We're talking about other nonsense. So Loki, episode 5, brings you up the plan that Sylvie and Loki have to kind of enchant Eliath to get to this citadel or something, castle. Perfect, yes. Which brings us right into episode 6.
Yeah.
First off, great intro. I liked that because it had the very standard Marvel Studios logo plus like voiceovers and stuff like that. Which, granted, was like special enough that they could do that going on the movies going forward. Obviously, they didn't with Black Widow, but they could. Even though this happened after Black Widow in real life,
Well,
because Black Widow came out on the 10th.
Right, but this all happened.
No, I'm not talking about the chronology of the events.
This happened.
I'm not talking
Widow,
about this.
But this
I'm talking.
Black Widow.
No, it didn't. Black Widow happened after Civil War, so it didn't.
Right, but Loki.
Mhm.
We actually don't know where this happened because
it was updated. This happened after Endgame. Yeah, so Loki takes place after Endgame. We're jumping all over the place.
Even though it started in Avengers, technically.
No, because we follow this Loki when he uses the Tesseract to get out of Endgame. Moving on, episode 6 of Loki. Oh my god. Thank God this is the last one. Forever. You were introduced to this character. First off, you're introduced to shit in your pants after Miss Minutes pops up in the castle because she just pops right the fuck out.
Yes.
It's hilarious. Those are some good memes.
Yeah.
But we are introduced, and the main player of this episode is He Who Remains.
Mm-hmm.
Who's played by the actor who has signed on to play Kang in Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania.
I almost said Quantum Zone.
Nope.
You go to the Quantum Zone.
That's a different thing. That's actually probably a Tommy original. The Quantum Zone. You're thinking Phantom Zone, Quantum Leap, Danger Zone.
Danger Zone.
Oh no.
Got me started on the Danger Zone.
We got this gentleman here who basically lays out the entire plot of the TVA, his own plot.
Yeah.
What's going on with the whole multiverse theory and everything like that, which we honestly thought we were at, once we saw WandaVision and we got hints of what was going on. Well, actually, once Doctor Strange and the madness of the multiverse got announced, everyone's just like, oh, here we go, multiverse time, bring it on, because we did time travel, we did space, give us multiverse stuff. And we thought we were there with WandaVision. We thought we were there hearing about what's going on with No Way Home.
Right.
But now we're here. We're at the multiverse intro, and we're introduced to He Who Remains, who is a Kang variant. Yes, his death at the end of the episode by the hands of Sylvie unleashes a new timeline that I'm guessing we're going to be following going forward. That is run by Kang and not the time cops. What are they? The three.
The TVA.
Well, the TVA is still policing it, but they were ran by the timekeepers.
Yes.
Which were puppets, but now it's like Kang's just like, nope, I'm in charge. Puppets. I conquered time. That's a fun title. But yeah, I thought this. So episode 6, in my humble opinion, was good, but all it did was introduced I'm gonna just call him Kang. He Who Remains, because it kind of lays the groundwork for this, and we got that with Thanos, with the teasers and Guardians of the Galaxy, and the first half of Infinity War. So we know what we're dealing with here, and now we know what we're dealing with going forward. Now, like, he's gonna be the new big bad. He's got to be. It's got to be Kang.
It's got to be Kang. Now, I'm really I mean, this would be really fun to, you can bring the Fantastic Four in.
Oh, absolutely.
Because now Reed Richards is trying to do science shit, trying to figure out what the hell's going on. Also,
look, Doctor Strange is going to be just like, what's going on here? Wait a minute.
What did Loki and Wanda do?
Something's different. Yeah, exactly.
And it'll be interesting if we see another one of Kang's variants, which is Reed Richards' father, as well, Mortis, So that would be interesting.
You might, because like he said, like, you kill me, because he basically took care of all his other variants, just with his the machinations of what He Who Remains was doing. But he was like, you kill me, you're unleashing multiversal war. All my variants are going to come out. Hell. Exactly. Yes.
Unleashing hell on yourselves and the reality.
Yep. But yeah, I think how phase the next couple steps in these phases are going to kind of take place is, I think the Fantastic Four will be the one that kind of kicks it back towards Kang. You know what I mean? Like we got, like we said, Quantumania. We've got Doctor Strange, Madness of Multiverse, or whatever the hell is No Way Home. It's all going to deal with it,
see how the
but it's going to
Eternals
get directed. I think the Eternals. So everybody was talking about once the trailer for the Eternals came up, everyone was just like, "Oh," they said something like, "Oh, we've left humanity alone for a while, but now it's time." So everyone just being like, "Oh, it's because of the snap, or that snap and the blip." But now it's like, well, yeah, I think because maybe the timeline is all fucked up now. The multiverse is happening. So I think that's what people are like, oh, that's why the Eternals are showing up.
As the MCU progresses, we are going to end up seeing Sylvie running shit.
You think?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Especially with shit that has happened in Captain America Winter Soldier.
Right.
Falcon Winter Soldier, where there's a little team getting formed up.
Yep.
Which we'll talk about.
Yep.
So I think we're definitely going to see her possibly joining them.
She'll definitely come back because, again, this is confirmed for a second season.
Yeah.
None of the other Disney Plus shows have gotten that, like, as much of a commitment.
Mm-hmm.
It's always just been like, Elizabeth Olsen has just been like,
will return in Doctor Strange.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, these characters will progress, but Loki season 2 is happening.
Yeah,
we haven't gotten confirmation for those other shows.
Yeah, well, because
which I think is pretty big.
Well, yeah, because I think they both, as we said, it said Scarlet Witch will return.
Is gonna
return. And then it also said that Falcon and Captain America will return.
Yes.
So it doesn't say where or when.
Right, but they'll be back. Yes.
They'll be back.
Yes. So we know Loki season 2 is happening.
All in all, very cool season.
I thought it was. I liked it.
I didn't feel like I wanted to bash my head against the wall like I did with WandaVision.
Really? Okay. Because of the mystery involved?
Well,
or
WandaVision, I don't know. I feel like they were kind of just getting their feet wet.
I agree.
With these shows.
Disney Plus shows, right?
And, all in all. And so, like, they were just kind of like, they didn't know what the hell they wanted to do, I think. Mm-hmm. And then, Captain America, Falcon Winter Soldier.
Right.
Which, I mean, I'm a sucker
I think that one is still my favorite.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
This one, I didn't have any, out of WandaVision and this, I didn't have any, there were no lulls in Loki. WandaVision definitely had its lulls.
I think maybe episode 3 and 4 was a little bit of a down, but that was only because they needed to introduce Sylvie. They needed to kind of like not introduce, but kind of like expand her character. Mm-hmm. And it was all good writing. Don't get me wrong, but like Falcon and Winter Soldier was just hit. Let's move on. WandaVision had mystery, had hits, had this, had that. Loki was a great tale from beginning to end, which we know those other two kind of, again, they do set up a new Captain America. They do set up the Scarlet Witch. This is setting up a bigger picture because of Kang and the multiverse and stuff like that. And like we were talking about earlier, so the official timeline is that Loki takes place before WandaVision.
Right.
So that is right after Endgame.
Right.
And so the Disney timeline does not include any of the, because it's off of Disney Plus, it does not include Spider-Man. So I think, if I remember correctly, I think WandaVision happens before Far From Home. Because again, like that's the first time we hear multiverse. And again, it's a Mysterio bullshit, but still, that's the first time we hear multiverse.
Yeah.
And in an MCU film. So like, does all that stuff tie in? I mean, once Loki hits, then maybe all that stuff kind of makes sense. Maybe like the Skrulls that were working for Fury,
Sword
and Sword, or presumably Sword, probably Sword. Hey, what's up?
Wow.
We maybe that's the case. We know that they're like, yep, there's a multiverse because we're on top of it. We know what's going on. I don't know how, but they do. Even the TVA doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah,
but whatever.
Yeah, they have no fucking clue.
Yeah, so this is going to be an interesting couple of years. Yeah,
another 10 years of what the fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's all just going to be Mephisto.
Mephisto, shit. They're going to not give you Mephisto. Just for that.
Absolutely.
You'll probably get him Doctor Strange.
We're going to get Nightmare first.
Yeah,
and Doctor Strange.
Nightmare. Yeah, Nightmare's got to be so okay. This is a segue. Doctor Strange, the main bad guy was Dormammu, but you had Malekith. No, Malekith was
is the
from
Dark Elf.
Dark Elf. You had
Um,
Mads Mikkelsen.
Mads Mikkelsen,
Yeah.
and something wrong with his eyes, like
yeah,
always.
like always. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was kind of the main
Yeah.
antagonist, the most direct antagonist, and then obviously they're setting up Baron Mordo. But I think Dormammu definitely has a part to play in all this stuff. Not necessarily this. I'm saying like he could be a bigger bad.
Mephisto. That wasn't Dormammu. That was actually Mephisto.
You know what? It's all fucking Mephisto. How about that?
It was
The greatest trick Mephisto ever played
was making the MCU
believe he exists everywhere. Yep, exactly. And on that note, that's RudeBoyz Reacts.
Yes.
For Loki, we wrapped it up in a nice little bow for you.
I guess our next reacts would probably be What If, huh?
I don't know if we're going to do What If, because What If,
I guess
it's
we're not
kind of
doing What If.
anthology. We're going to talk about it. Nation, keep sticking on our YouTube page.
Hey, fuck me, right?
Yep. Keep sticking on our YouTube page. Subscribe.
Hit that bell.
I like to give you like that break so you can get that in. Yeah. Thank you so much. If you like what you heard, just comment something. I don't know. We do a podcast. Hey, rudeboyz.podbean.com. Bye bye, everybody.
Don't know what that was.
Can I do the touchscreen? Oh, yeah.
I was going to do touchscreen while we